بنهم تمخبش لعملخون نوray Betbaba بتاعن البتوخون اتلي هيفي قد كبون سبايلا بسيخ خديه باروخ من ريشة خطت أوتورايت أديوم قد إيجت إيتون بسيختون خديتون منتيان بتاويتون أنا أديو خخرزت لي رابا جميلة بتاويلا خطرت لا أرخي أني قد يكون حكمة آنويات بيبي إنه أنا قلت بوش أنا قيتا إلى قد خبرسوبة بتاعد أمان قد برخاطر كسيتي كونسل إتر السيتي كونسل هل بتأخذ منه لشانة إنجلس بتهمزمه إنه بتعبي هيران رابع كأوتورايد بخاينة جو لوس أنجلس أنا بيايم بساسة شكل منوخون مدر من ريشة إذا خاتت أوتوراي رشيت تخبني سن باروخون خاتوخون إتران خا برسوفت كت آدم باين معرفي ودن خاتوخون مدن خاتوخون شمو إلى جاك بخليت أنا جارك شمو قارن خاتوخون شمو إلى جاك كياجيان قد أبرسوفا برخاطر كسيتي كونسل خيال رابليبا قرية يدانشكال قرية و حكمة لوس أنجلس خدر يبيه شوبشكيلة بليخة إتار قبول لقاتن البته بيشيتون ومضية بكامبين مانيجيرو قد كامس مي حكمة أوتوراي كوميتي جانو ومبلخلن عدي بساسة يبيتون أنا بياين خخا أني أرخديانا قد يوخن مدنون أرخقامة قد إلي برسوبها بوش أنا نقايك أوديوم برسخزوة إلي شمو جاك Mr. Jack, you are very welcome to our Assyrian TV today, and we are honored to have you here, actually. I would like you to introduce yourself if possible.
Thank you, Noray. Well, it is an honor for me to be here, and I want to wish you a very Chab Nisan 6769 to you all.
Thank you.
And my name is Jack Kayajian, and I'm running for LA City Council. And the City Council covers West Hills, Chatsworth, Porter Ranch, Northridge, Granada Hills, and parts of North Hills and Reseda.
I want to go through that in detail. Thank you so much, Jack. Now, our second guest is Hartoonian Oshin Hartoonian, campaign manager, really. Mr. Hartoonian, you're very welcome to our program.
Thank you very much.
It's nice to have you among us.
Thank you for having us again. I want to...
Please tell us a little bit.
I want to wish everybody a happy Chab Nisan again.
Chab Nisan, thank you.
I own a medical laboratory personally. And also I employ a lot of Assyrians in my business. I know that in the area that Mr. Kayajian is running for city council, there is a large population of Assyrians that dwell.
True, yes.
Yes, and also what we wanted to get the community involved in our campaign, We are actually looking to have Assyrian representation within the office if Mr. Kayajian gets elected. We are also in contact with the Assyrian American Association of Southern California. And again, we really appreciate and thank you for the opportunity given on this program for us to present Mr. Kayajian.
We will go through it again.
Yes.
That was a nice introduction. Thank you very much. مغبان يشكان مغب عديا بيان دكتور سونيا مدن خاتوخن دكتور سونيا خا آتوريتا امتنيتا اخرى ميدالة بشن داب رابا قشة بليخوخ ايتا جخيوتا امتنيتا رابا منتينتلا إغارة يبلتلا خاتان قدت يعودي عمانويا سبب دكتور سونيا إلى جانو خا همننتا وشاررتا قد من جاك بالخانلة قد هدان تتبشل بريشة جو لوس أنجلس سيتي كونسل هيرالي بتجوانك يخامات قد بياي الميلون جو كوميتي جانا دكتور سونيا رابا بشينتي
السلام عليكم عندم خمسة مجيب جاني باروخ ونخبني سند اشتغل بشوم اشتي اوتشا أبى بريخة كلات راي إن خشيت راب ممليتا بركات خديته يقكله. Of course أنا خنادية قد كتن أوشن بشن خيقار راب الله يتلك بابو يمو دكتور سورن هارتونيان يمو لوسي أنا مجيب الدابون يتندوست من جاك يتعدي همون وان قد الخطق بخشة لجاك بتقارم له سبب رابا سبايالي الرابا هيرانا وبتهير كديان كيال بنات ديان كولله إن بيش لبريشة إذا بطلبهم هيرته من كل أطراي لا وقت منخب
باسم ترى
عبيتم باسم
إقارة من تيتد أو يترى باسم
عبيتم باسم مرسي
Jack, I know you have a video, but before we go to video, tell us a little bit about yourself and your background, if possible.
Thank you for the opportunity. I was born and raised here in the San Fernando Valley, and I'm married. I have a 1-year-old son. I live in Granada Hills. My father is Armenian from Turkey. My mother is born in Armenia, but I grew up here. This is my home. And currently, I'm working for the Los Angeles City Attorney's Office.
I see.
And in the City Attorney's Office, I have a track record for reducing crimes around schools. And my career started with the Mayor's Office, where I served as the Valley Area Representative here in the San Fernando Valley. And I have a lot of experience behind me. I have worked with a lot of the nonprofit organizations, a lot of the local businesses, and a lot of the other agencies, not just in the city, but also with the county, state, and also federal departments.
Very well. Yishkan Mughebe, Jack Janu Mudial Radiochun, Adia Kashareta خد فيديو تنطلع دقيقة أها قد يأخذ مغزيخله قد جاك يتخبنتو جبلخانو مو بيالا عافد هذا بيشكل خلدا فيديو.
Public service has always been my passion, and my roots run deep in the district. I grew up, went to college here, and since then have worked in City Hall, out on the field, and in nonprofit organizations to better the lives of LA residents. Growing up in a working family, I learned the value of hard work. My mother worked 2 jobs, and my father started his shoe business out of our garage. I watched him walk door to door, rain or shine, with a bag of shoes trying to make a sale. Today, just like my father, I walk door to door, rain or shine, making a difference in my community. My name is Jack Kayajian, and I'm running for LA City Council because it's time for residents of District 12 to have the voice they deserve. We have unplanned development. Our children are being crammed into overcrowded classrooms, unable to get the education they deserve. The homeless population is ever growing. Burglaries and drugs are on the rise, and the lack of resources provided to our police officers slow down their response time. Unreasonable city fees continue to burden mom-and-pop shops while our streets remain broken. And 3 years later, our city has yet to properly address the Aliso Canyon gas leak. It's time to change this. The time for action is now. I've brought together our city departments, schools, law enforcement, businesses, community organizations, and residents to serve the needs of our diverse neighborhoods. I've worked hand in hand with the LAPD to reduce crimes around schools. I organized the public education for the city's plastic bag ban. And through my current position at the LA City Attorney's Office, I help first-time offenders get back on the right track. I've always taken pride in serving as the bridge between residents and City Hall. More than ever before, we need leaders who will roll up their sleeves and bring integrity, accountability, and real change to our district. My wife Arus and I have a 1-year-old son who will grow up here. So these issues are as important and personal to me as they are to you and your families. I hope to earn your trust and your vote. Vote for Jack Kayajian on June 4th.
Jack Yanakato Mudiale Adia Jack. That was very nice. That's very informing.
Beautiful.
Thank you so
That's
much.
very nice. Thank you. But Jack, let me ask you, Los Angeles has a different districts. Which district do you represent?
So I'm running for the 12th council district. There's a total of 15 council districts, but this is specifically for the 12th district. And this is a very unique district throughout the city. There's, every neighborhood is different. This district is a little bit more conservative. They care about their community, and public safety is a major priority.
And can you name those
The neighborhoods?
communities, neighborhoods?
Of course. So the neighborhoods that are covered are Northridge, Granada Hills, West Hills, Chatsworth, parts of North Hills and Reseda. Did I miss any? Oshin?
Sherwood Forest.
And Sherwood Forest, I'm sorry. So these are the neighborhoods I'm running to represent. I myself live in Granada Hills. That's where I grew up. That's where my kid will be attending public schools out there.
I see.
And I really care about my community. And the reason why I'm here is because I want to be the voice for the Assyrian community. We have a large number out there, and I want to be able to represent them.
That's fantastic. Do you know, my mother used to live in Granada Hills, and now my brother is living in Granada Hills. So Granada Hills is very, we have so many Assyrian. Actually, in the district that you named, there are lots of Assyrian. I will ask all the people later on how they can help you, which they will help eventually Assyrian also. My second question to you will be, there are policies that you, LA City has that you like to mention them. Do you want to change them? Is there any policy that would you like to have them changed?
Absolutely. So I'm running as a public servant, and there's a couple of the policies that I would like to see changed. The first one is the Commercial Franchise Waste Hauler Program. And what that program is, it's also known as Recicla now. It started in about 2012, 2013, where the city of Los Angeles went ahead and contracted out the waste haulers to 11 different zones. So there's about 7 waste haulers who got contracts who are charging specific fees to residents and business owners. And what's happening is that now local business owners have to pay really high rates in their trash fees. And this is hurting them. They have to reevaluate their employees, the cost of their employees, the cost of doing business, the cost of paying rent. And I'm a business-friendly person. My father owned a small business shoe store. And so I've been working since I was 13 years old. And so I understand those values, and I want to be able to provide that support. I know that the Syrian community is big with business, and so this is why I'm also, this is why it's a priority to me. So that's one. Second of all, multi-housing. A lot of people own buildings, and so now the landlords are taking on the burden of paying these high rates of trash fees. I've heard that they're paying up to $1,200-$1,300 when before it used to be like $200-$300. So it has really skyrocketed. And now what's happening is that they can only pass on that burden at 3% a year to the tenants. And maybe that 3%, families cannot afford to pay that 3%. And we have a homeless problem now. So if we don't fix things in City Hall first, we're going to have a major problem. And we're going in circles with this. So I want to be a fighter. I want to make sure that we have a very strong middle class and that I'm there to support our business owners. I'm there to support our residents. And so that's my first priority. Second, I want to improve our public safety. Now, there's a lot of families out there that are being burglarized. Burglaries are increasing throughout our communities. And the police response time is about 5 to 6 hours. This is a major problem, and we need to fix this. I'm the only candidate that has a plan for this. And so what I want to do is I want to use LAPD resources more efficiently. I want to be able to have police officers focus on burglaries rather than criminalizing homelessness. I want to be able to use our city department resources more efficiently. We have a lot of resources out there in our city departments, and I have a track record of assembling task forces out there in the community to reduce crimes around schools, and I have a plan to also improve our resources in the city so that police officers can actually do their jobs. So they are doing their jobs, but to do their jobs more efficiently, to be able to respond in a more timely manner, to protect our people, to protect our families. I have a 1-year-old son at home. I have a wife at home, and I care about them.
Of course.
And my family values are strong. And I believe that culturally we share alike. I'm Armenian, and Assyrians, we're very much alike, and we are very family-oriented people. And that's the message I want to send out to the community. I want to make sure that the Assyrian community has a fighter on city council, that the Assyrian community has a voice on city council, and I want to be that councilman.
Well, we're going to go for a break. We'll come back. on track بشكل آخر خرد مدري بدي أروح بموخم باسين جاك ختم متعنياتك عتان يوفيلي إنها من كم أزخ من جاك أنا بيان من أوشن يقرأ أوشن قد تكبران تخادنا لابراتوري لي وكامبين مانجري لي ختم بخار بقرن Mr. Oshin.
Yes.
I want to ask you, a campaign manager, how busy a campaign manager can be and how much influence he can have of representing Jack.
Well, you know, I've known Jack for the past about 5 years.
I see.
I'm very proud of him. I mean, the reason I'm backing Jack is because we need a change in the city. We need young people to get involved, and you know, the future belongs to them. And I think it's time for a young and very well prepared gentleman like him should be elected and should have a position in city council, because they are the ones, the young generation, that are going to determine their own future. So that's why I'm backing Jack. I think he is ready to take on this responsibility. So do a lot of people that I know, specifically within our organizations that I'm involved in. So I'm very proud to backing him. It takes a lot of my time, but I gladly do it for him.
That's right. Okay. Thank you. I will have another question later on, which is very important. Dr. Sonia, I want to ask you in English if possible.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
You are helping Jack, and because you trust his family.
Of course.
And you know Oshin and his father.
Yeah.
And how are you planning to help Jack in a Syrian community to be able to protect and vote for him, follow his
Of course, I
agendas?
follow whatever he decided to do. That I like that, and I introduced him as a best friend and good person with Oshin. I trust Oshin because I know him now to Oshin as almost 35 years. So I believe that if he decided to work with him, he's wonderful.
It's wonderful.
Yes.
So you're spending some time.
Of course, I spend some time.
Yeah,
Whatever
this is-
he needs,
yeah.
we can help him.
You were telling me that you already contacted through a few Assyrians.
Of course,
regarding
yes,
Jack.
yes.
That's very
Yes, I
nice
do.
of you. That's
Yeah,
that's
That's
very-
nice
أنا
because
أنت
he's
مغبر.
like my son too now.
Of course.
Because I know Oshin is really, I don't have son, but he's my son. He knows that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jack.
Yes.
A city councilman. How many do we have in city of Los Angeles? How many members city council they have?
Currently, we have about 15 city council members. City of LA is a very large district, as you know. It's the second largest city in the country, and the districts are pretty much about 300,000 in population per district.
The communities that you're representing are very well known and very nice community. All of them are, but you might have a lot of competition with the election. I don't know if you have any combat as of someone that's running against you.
Of course. So there was about 24 candidates in the race when
24.
the council member, the former council member, resigned. And after 2 months, there is about 17 candidates left.
I see.
And so I have deep roots in the community, and I have strong backing. I'm proud to say that I have the endorsements of the chief of police from LAUSD, Steve
I think,
Zipperman.
just a second, I think we can have it on the screen because I know they mentioned it on the screen.
Yes.
Yeah, keep talking, they'll put it up, yeah.
Okay. So that's one of my biggest endorsers, and I've heard that he never endorses anybody. But I had the opportunity of working very, very closely with Chief Zipperman. And he's also a retired LAPD captain. And he's seen my work, and he is completely behind me. I also am proud to have the endorsement of Scott Schmilson, who is a LAUSD board member. And he's up there on the right side, so the chief is to the left side. And both of them are supporting me. Scott Schmilson, I'm very happy to have his particular endorsement because he covers all of the schools in that district that I'm running in. And as you know, it's all about the votes. And there's a lot of active parents out there. And I have a strong base with the parent centers. I've done a lot of work with the schools. And so I've done work with the schools for about 4 years, reducing crimes. And the way I did that was through making major infrastructural improvements around the schools. I care about keeping our schools very clean. I care about keeping around our schools very safe and giving the parents a voice. I'm sure that we have a lot of families out there that send their kids to elementary, middle school, and those high schools. And a lot of times there are problems. There are problems with business owners that are selling tobacco and alcohol to minors, or you have homeless encampments right in front of a school, or you have gang members loitering in the areas. Well, I have a track record of improving the quality of life around the schools. And
I want to ask you, are you for having a police to be in a school, or do you want to back up that idea?
Absolutely. So the chief of police from LAUSD, there are police officers on campuses, and I want to be able to use those resources more efficiently. Due to the budget of LAUSD, we don't have jurisdiction as a city council member with LAUSD, but I'm the only candidate that has that relationship with our schools.
Will they screen them, the students, when they come in, so they don't have something illegal with them, carry or something?
Absolutely. So some of the schools actually do take that extra measures, and I'd be more than happy to work with those schools that are requesting that additional security.
So you'll be a very influential in city council. Hopefully, what do you
Hopefully,
think? Sonia?
I think hopefully
Hopefully
he'll get
gets-
elected
Yeah.
to the position. And as I told you, he's done a lot of work, not only through schools also. He's done a lot of work with homelessness. I mean, actually, if you were in the kickoff for his campaign was on February 28th, and there was a gentleman, I think we took a video of him, was talking about him taking a young man from the streets and putting him to work.
Is that right?
He has a track
Fantastic.
record. I want you to reiterate on that.
Of
please.
course. So right now in the LA City Attorney's Office, I work on a neighborhood justice program. And this is a pre-filing diversion program, restorative justice program. And it's designed for first-time offenders, good people who make bad choices. And instead of sending them through the traditional court system, we have them come through our neighborhood justice program, where I convert their case number to a neighborhood justice case number and give them an opportunity to really redeem themselves. And they come in, they meet with a panel, they're volunteers that the city attorney's office trains, and we try and get them back on the right track. So there's this young gentleman of the age of 19 years old by the name of Anthony Rodriguez. And he actually released confidentiality, so I can go ahead and talk about this. And he went ahead and he stole 2 bottles of alcohol. And when he came through the program, he opened up and said, "Jack, I stole those 2 bottles of alcohol so that I can sell it, make money, and help my mother." It turns out he was homeless and he was living in an RV. And as you know, there's a lot of RVs out there, homeless, and there is no real plan to really address this. And I have a plan, because each and every single RV out there, each and every single homeless, it's a unique story behind it. And you cannot just clean up all of them at once and just throw them away, because then it's a circle. They will come right back, whether they're in jail, or just, going from city to city. They will come back, and there is no real solution, but I do have a solution. And what I did with this 19-year-old kid was I helped him get a part-time job. It was a temporary job, but now he's working full-time.
Good.
And there's 2 people off the streets, him and his mother. And he's actually saving money now to buy his first car, and I told him that I would help him purchase his first car.
I see a lot of homeless all around California, Southern California, probably all over the United States someplace. So many of them. Is it very difficult, city, to build houses so they can stay there and be off the street, to have a cold or hot weather, air condition or heater, so they can live a little comfortable? I don't know. Is it possible?
Yeah, so currently right now, the city of LA is moving forward with the bridge housing program. And basically, we need to come up, each and every single council district has to build a bridge housing, like a apartment complex, to house the homeless. Because right now, an officer cannot arrest a homeless person from 10 o'clock at night to 6 o'clock in the morning. They have the right to sleep on the sidewalk. But after that, if they are blocking the public way, then they can go ahead and make the arrest. But I'm strongly against that, because we need to use those resources, the LAPD resources, more efficiently. We got to make sure that our residents are protected, because it's desperate times. There's a lot of homeless out there that are breaking into people's homes. And so if we keep, criminalizing them, they have track records of, all these crimes, and they can't get a job, they can't go to school, they have no career, they have no future. And so we have to fix this.
Is it City of Los Angeles in debt?
No. So we currently have a healthy budget. We were having some problems a few years back, but I'm proud to say that we're looking at a pretty good budget. Currently, I'm an elected board of governor for a labor union, the Engineers and Architects Association, who have also endorsed me.
I see.
And we have 5,500 city employees that I represent. And I sit on the executive committee as the secretary. And also, IBEW, the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 11, are also supporting me. And the president has appointed me to the Los Angeles County Federation of Labor to be a board member for the Committee of Political Education, who make the major endorsements. And I'm proud to have that backing.
Dr. Sonia,
Bine.
what do you think? How do you think you're planning to ask a Syrian to be motivated to help Jack on this election? How do you want to plan on it?
Well, whatever he wants from me, I can help. I
Yeah, but
promise.
How do you want?
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
yes. He wants to,
I can
but motivate
call
Assyrians.
a Syrian, of course. I push them. I
You
talk
push
to them.
You call them.
Yeah, and
I know you are very active in
okay.
church.
Some
church.
people, yeah, church. Yeah, of course.
You can
Yes.
bring them all on board.
Yes,
Actually.
of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, this Sunday I have to work at the church. So,
So
yeah,
you're
I'm gonna talk.
Good.
Yeah. So,
Actually,
Oshin.
yes. Actually, we wanted to ask the community. Actually, as you can see, they can donate to Jack, but that's not why we're here. We're here to ask for support and votes.
Yeah.
Make sure that people are registered to vote. Every vote counts. As he said, there's 17 candidates that are going to be on the ballot.
Of course.
So every vote is going to count, and
Of
we would
course.
Yeah, every
appreciate
vote
the
counts.
support.
Oshin, when is
Yeah, push to-
when is the election?
June 4th.
June 4th. How people can donate? What's the maximum? Someone
Well,
can-
the maximum donation per person is $800. But even $1, we've had supporters that have donated $1, $5,
is
$10.
there any account?
Yes, it's on the website. Jack, you want to reiterate that?
Yes, of course.
Oh.
So
We'll put the websites. Can we have it on the website, please? So far, Jack.
yes.
I don't know. I said Oshin or Jack. Jack, how much money have you been able to raise in this short time?
Well, I'm proud to state that I've raised about $88,000 in this past 2 months.
In past month? That's very short. That's good.
Absolutely.
That's
and
very good,
I'm
yeah.
proud to say that I've only had 2 fundraisers and I'm only getting started. When I first announced that I'm running, actually a decision was made by a lot of the local organizations, such as the Armenian National Committee, which I serve on the North Valley chapter.
I know actually an Assyrian fellow has donated also is helping you. Am I right?
Absolutely. I have a lot of support from Assyrians as well.
Already has, yes?
Yes, it's coming in,
Fantastic.
but I need to keep going strong. I do
yeah.
need more support. I'm only getting started. As you know, this is a very expensive race in the city of LA, but I've already done a lot. My website is up, my platform is strong. I'm out there, I'm walking door to door. So if I knock on your door, you'll see, this is all grassroots. I'm putting up lawn signs. I'm going very old school because I want the people to get to know me. I'm not a politician. I have a good job in the city attorney's office. I have a permanent job. So I'm not running for the money, for the power, none of that. But I'm running because I have strong family values. And I want to bring that to the community. And I want to have that open door policy. I want people from the Assyrian community to come and say, Jack, I need help with this. What can we do? And I want to be able to sit down with the resident and help address that issue.
Actually, there is a policy that everybody has to follow, how to help you. I don't know if they put the website there or not, but that's very important.
Absolutely.
In the meantime, I was told, Oshin,
Yes.
that Assyrian American Association of Southern California, they want to participate in this program. Am I right?
Yes, we've contacted them. We haven't had our initial meeting with them, but we have discussed with them to see if we can connect and they can help us within this with Jack's campaign. Because we are Armenian, the Assyrian American Association also, they work closely with the Armenian National Committee of America. So I think that makes it a little bit more easier to connect, and we're going to hopefully connect next Friday.
So they have
Next
accepted
Friday,
to meet.
Yeah. They have accepted to meet, except we've all been busy. We haven't been able to set up a date. We're hoping to connect hopefully next Friday.
You know, Assyrian American Association of America has been established almost 50 years now.
Yes.
So it's very much established all over.
Yes.
And hopefully. We're going to go ask Assyrian in Assyrian language. بنعمتن مغبة Jack برسوبة لك برخاطة لك City of Council at Los Angeles. أنا بداين دكانت قد ميرالي شمانة يوالي رابس ويرايج خيي أنا بقى من نوخن طلبن إيشتيتون يو سان هوزيتون يو تورلاكيتون يو شيكاغو يو نيو جيرسي إيشت إيتون كخزمانوخن كدستوخن كخرواتوخن قد بخاينة يدني دكانت قد جاك ريبريزنت بعدالي قد ما ديتون هتمن شريكي وفوت يبي ان امسي دونيشنز يبي البته اها رابا هيرنتا كمسويا هم بنيشت كجاكيت لي خاختز كمسي اتراي اودي اوري موريتاما وقبل لقد ان بيش بريشا هتمنى عشو بتعمد لي يالا براتا كتبي اللابتوب هاوت إتا سبرتت لي أمسيتون هيران عبيتون غا برشياتا عجوان كخلان ما يخلي يو سيتي كونسل باسي من قشمتوخن. Jack, I have another questions.
Yes.
I told them already that from all over the United States, I should have told them all over the world when they're watching this television to call their friends, their families, to participate in this election, to ask their friends, families to vote for you, and if possible, to donate something to your website that was put on the screen. My question is, I don't know if you can answer it. Do you have a issue with border wall in San Diego or in southern United States? What's your position on that? What do you think about that?
So in the city of LA, we're not dealing with the border wall, but my personal stance with the border wall is that I believe in security. I believe in strong public safety. And I strongly believe that we should protect our border walls. Now, when it comes down to deportation and things like that, I'm not really for it. But the only time I would be for deportation is if the person has a strong criminal offense, and if it puts our lives at jeopardy, then I'm completely for it.
So that's your personal view
Yes.
of this, of course, because City of Los Angeles has nothing to do with it.
Right. That's my personal stance, and I just believe in having a strong border, a strong, secure border, and just making sure that our families are safe in our neighborhoods, and I would never want to put our families at jeopardy.
Oshin, how are you gonna let people know that he's gonna go make speeches, make presentations?
Well,
you will organize it. You are the one has to
Yes,
organize
we're
it.
going to. We have an email list. We have a large email list that we sent our fundraisers, our next appearances, and we also post them on the website on Facebook, right? on Twitter, we're on Instagram. So people will know where we're going to appear. Specifically, we target, let's say if we're going to have an event with the, I'm sure he's going to appear on April 24th, which is the commemoration of Armenian genocide. He's going to be there. Next fundraisers, everything is going to be posted on the website, so you will know and will be informed when he's going to appear and where, which sites.
So you have a pretty heavy schedule, Jack. Yeah, I wish you the best, actually, honestly.
Thank you.
But I have, since we don't have much time left, but I want to ask you a personal question. I've been in SAFO. SAFO is it's a genocide. SAFO means sword in Turkish, I guess. No? SAFO. I was with SAFO for a few years, and I tried to do the best I can to let the American people, the community knows what Ottoman Empire has done to us in 1915, and to Armenian, to Assyrian, to Greek. I did the best I could. However, I tried to put the monument. I did go to Sacramento, ask them to do it on a federal land, not in the church or the association. So it can be more official, as I said. Now, what I'm trying to ask you is, if you become, hopefully that you will become a city council, and I would like you to work on this, see if you can, Armenian, Assyrian included, to put a monument in Los Angeles somewhere on the federal land. Is that possible? Is it too much that I'm asking?
Hey, it's never too much.
It's never too much.
And, you know, I would love to try. You know, I'd be more than happy to make that effort and support as much as I can.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. You know how important it is to Armenian mostly.
Absolutely.
And I've been working with Armenian. I appreciate it. What I want to do right now is, I want you to go by yourself. I don't have any more questions. I might have more questions, but the time is short. I want you to go on a television, to look to our audience and plead for them and say whatever you want. You have a few minutes and you can go ahead and talk whatever you want. To our audience, please.
Thank you so much. So Noray, again, thank you so much for this wonderful opportunity. My name is Jack Kayajian. I'm running for LA City Council. Election is on June 4th. This is a primary, and I need everybody out there. This is a special election. So it is a very low turnout race, and each and every single vote counts. I want people to call me. I want people to email me. My email is jack@jackforcouncil.com, and my website is www.jackforcouncil.com. Please look me up, look into my platform, what I stand for. I'm the only candidate that has a platform. I'm the only candidate that has 2 strong labor unions behind him. I'm the only candidate that has a plan to help small business owners, to help landlords, help tenants. I have a strong backing. I have a proven track record of improving our communities throughout the district. And being in a position like this, I'm going to be able to do more. And I want the Assyrian community to have my back. Have my back. Let's do this together. Let's go out there and vote on June 4th. If you can, please vote by mail. It's always best to lock it in early. But if not, please be very active. Let all your friends and family know to vote for Jack Kayajian on June 4th.
Yes, Oshin.
Yes, I also want to thank Sonia for helping me out and introducing me to you, Noray. And I want to thank you again, and I want to thank for you to allow us to have this platform today.
You know, we should contact more often, and we have few months we can work on it, and hopefully we have to work harder probably, and try to make Jack city councilman. So when I might get your endorsement on your picture even.
Thank you.
Sonia, I have to thank Sonia, Dr.
Welcome.
Sonia.
I have to thank
Thank you very
Jack
much.
and Oshin and you too. A lot.
It's very nice of you to come in. Please help us
thank
out
you.
in the future. Actually, you will be nice if you become a committee member of this TV. Also, if you have time, we might ask you that later.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
نعم محبة أنا خرزة بتعبيلي قدمة من دكتور إدموند دومان بود ستيم سيلز عن تصوير إيرام تعبيني البته إتر أتليتيام تدمنتا من جشك توخون هلبته مدر بيايم برخنا خبنيسن إن شاء الله هذا منتيانا سلامات قد يوخون قد كل أمته. Jack, it was nice of you to come by here.
Thank you.
We'll see you more often.
Absolutely.
Oshin, thank you so much. Dr. Sonia,
Thank you.
Now we are saying goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Public service has always been my passion, and my roots run deep in the district. I grew up, went to college here, and since then have worked in City Hall, out on the field, and in nonprofit organizations to better the lives of LA residents. Growing up in a working family, I learned the value of hard work. My mother worked 2 jobs and my father started his shoe business out of our garage. I watched him walk door to door, rain or shine, with a bag of shoes trying to make a sale. Today, just like my father, I walk door to door, rain or shine, making a difference in my community. My name is Jack Kayajian, and I'm running for LA City Council because it's time for residents of District 12 to have the voice they deserve. We have unplanned development. Our children are being crammed into overcrowded classrooms, unable to get the education they deserve. The homeless population is ever growing. Burglaries and drugs are on the rise, and the lack of resources provided to our police officers slow down their response time. Unreasonable city fees continue to burden mom-and-pop shops while our streets remain broken. And 3 years later, our city has yet to properly address the Aliso Canyon gas leak. It's time to change this. The time for action is now. I've brought together our city departments, schools, law enforcement, businesses, community organizations, and residents to serve the needs of our diverse neighborhoods. I've worked hand in hand with the LAPD to reduce crimes around schools. I organized the public education for the city's plastic bag ban. And through my current position at the LA City Attorney's Office, I help first-time offenders get back on the right track. I've always taken pride in serving as the bridge between residents and City Hall. More than ever before, we need leaders who will roll up their sleeves and bring integrity, accountability, and real change to our district. My wife Arus and I have a 1-year-old son who will grow up here. So these issues are as important and personal to me as they are to you and your families. I hope to earn your trust and your vote. Vote for Jack Kayajian on June 4th.
Palo